Hello, Leo. Welcome to a June love reading. I decided to do a love reading for everyone this month. For some reason, just the readings felt good this month. I wanted to continue. And also with everything going on in the world, I thought it would be nice to just sort of just bring in a little more love somehow in a small way. And I hope that you're doing the same. I think that, we all need to step up right now. Every one of us needs to step up because we are in unprecedented times. And I think that we need each other's support more than ever. So I hope that you're on board with that. And if you're not, then you're on the wrong fucking channel. So that's all I got to say about that. This channel is about universal love. All-inclusive. The end. And I'm glad you're here. Let's start. So we're going to start with Romance Angels, and then I'm going to pull from the Crystal Visions deck. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, what are the initial messages or themes that you'd like to work with? Share with Leo this month, June 2020. Okay, so we've got romantic feelings, give your relationship a chance, honeymoon, which is nice, that's a good one, and let your friends help you. So this could be about something kind of new, a new relationship. The thing with honeymoon does not necessarily mean honeymoon from a wedding or a marriage. It's about the honeymoon phase. So it could just be early in a relationship, okay? And the reason why I'm feeling that too is these other cards are sort of beginner cards. Give your relationship a chance, is telling you to work on it, to work on your partnership, and that romantic feelings is your feelings are real and worth exploring, and you know that usually comes when you meet someone new, and then allowing your friends and support from your friends. I'm going to take more cards from the Crystal Visions deck, and then we'll see what else comes up, and if we can start to see a pattern or a story and see how it pertains to you. Pardon me if the shuffling is loud. I'm trying not to keep it too close to my chest where I've got the microphone. Okay, so let's see. June 2020. I've got so far the Chariot, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. So somebody's working. Woo! Okay. All right. I just had a few jump out in different directions. Okay. And then, okay. Weird. So, I've got the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Chariot. And then we've got the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. you got Judgment, and on the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Cups. Your wish is coming true after all of this other action going on. Okay. So, you've got the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. Those are both really, really great cards as far as stability, material success goes. This is, you know, whether you are in a relationship or not, these are certainly what we would call goals. Okay? And this only comes through hard work. This was not something that was just handed to you. But you're certainly reaping the benefits. These are really nice. However, there's definitely some conflict going on, and I've got that from the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so somebody around here is not being completely honest, and maybe even sneaky, also maybe manipulative, and possibly envious, possibly what's that phrase? Lying by omission, right? Like leaving things out. That's kind of being sneaky, right? So, and then the 5 of Wands is that this is some arguing, okay? Someone is being combative. Now, it could be that you're being combative because of this, because you're sensing that someone is being sneaky and all of that. This is an interesting reading, Leo. You've got the Emperor, and the Emperor is like the boss bitch, right? But also kind of authoritative. And this one can go either way. So someone here is being bossy. Okay, and I don't know if that's you or your partner or this person that you're considering for a partnership, but I think you are, there is someone here being in consideration. We've also got the Chariot and Judgment. So the Chariot is definitely, movement, right? And it's also a 7. 7 is a lot of, you know, action. And you have Judgment. Judgment is a lot about, it's not just being judging, but discerning, being self-reflective, even looking at yourself. And it's also sort of a checking in with yourself, checking in with your own behavior. When Judgment Day comes, what's going to be said about you? When you come to Ma'at in ancient Egyptian lore, and your heart is weighed against the feather, will it be the same or will it be heavier? Okay, so this is only you know. You know, but I'm also getting this sort of stable. Okay, so are you having maybe, I'm feeling like this is within a marriage maybe, and there's some issues. I don't know, because in the beginning everything was all like fresh stuff, right? And then you've got the Pentacles and the Emperor, and this is all like, these are like mature cards. And then you've got, I keep forgetting about the 9 of Cups. So like, there's all this, some tension, but then there's all this like nice stuff. Judgment is nice. It's also kind of a healing card. And then the 9 of Cups. So, but there's some conflict, I guess, is the bottom line. You know, what are you going to do with this conflict? I guess these are what the questions are coming up now, right? Like there's some conflict. What are you going to do with the conflict? Okay, are you just going to go argue and fight over it? Are you going to reflect and heal, find your role in the situation? Are you going to partner up with your partner, right? Are you going to get on the chariot and fly right through it and triumph through this obstacle so that you can achieve the goals? Right? Because this is here, so that means that this is a possibility, that this is a possible path. Okay? So according to this, if you give this a chance, then you would be taking this route, right? And triumphing. In fact, the goals too is not just that, it's this too. I don't want to leave this out, right? Your wishes coming true, all this stability, this beautiful land, all these material comforts can be yours if the price is right. And let's jump back to this one for a minute. Let your friends help you. So is there some way that you can reach out and ask for support? Your friends are clearly involved in this somehow. I don't know what that means for you, how that resonates with you. Maybe you have a friend who's a counselor, or, you know, I'm not seeing any kind of separations or anything here. I'm actually seeing, what I'm seeing is positivity and fighting for what you want. But it's always your choice, and that can always change. You have to figure out what this is. Excuse me, I'm trying to hold back a yawn. You have to figure out what this is. What is happening? What is the sneaking? Okay? What's the deception? There's a deception. What is the deception? How important is it? And what are you going to do about it? You got a lot of options. You can work on it alone, or you can work on it together. But the cards are saying work on it not just together, work on it together and enlist some help from outside as well. And if it's saying all of that, then it sounds like it's worth it. You know, it sounds like it's worth it to have all your wishes come true. So in the end, you're going to decide, Leo. And yeah, and I'm going to stop babbling and pull a card for you from the Goddess deck. Whoops, that was a terrible shuffle. But it happens, doesn't it? Okay, great. June. They're still so sticky with each other. I keep getting 3 or 4 at a time for some reason. I don't want to keep doing that. But it's going to take time to soften them up and break them in the way I want them to be. Okay. Whoop, interesting. So you got Parvati, which, forget if that was Gemini maybe? Anyway, the Hindu goddess of devotion. Okay, nothing that you do basically will succeed if you don't bring in your devotion. And I think that this one's really appropriate for this particular reading, because it was talking about that. Like, are you going to work with your partner to fix this issue, or are you going to do it on your own? Pardon me, and this is what Parvati has to say. Excuse me. True commitment comes from wholehearted living in body, mind, and spirit. When the Hindu goddess Parvati rises up to greet you, she is acknowledging you for your sincere devotion to personal growth. With the world in so much turmoil, it's not easy to devote yourself to higher knowledge and a strong faith. But if you are to serve others by being a bearer of love, compassion, and light, you must recommit yourself every day, as unwavering in your devotion as Parvati was to Shiva and her goal of bringing peace to the world. Parvati asks that you find silence in daily meditation to contemplate your devotion as well as your commitment to all of life and to making this world a better place. The great goddess is present when you renew your devotion and make that relationship primary above all else. Then, in all areas of your life, your every choice will be in alignment and in service to this truth. When the goddess Parvati comes to visit, it is a beautiful sign that you are on the right track. Thank you, Leo, for tuning in and listening. I hope that this reading was beneficial to you and that you enjoyed it. This is purely for entertainment purposes, don't forget, so I hope it was entertaining. And I will see you next time. All my best to you. I wish you lots of love and light, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.